Service Modified.
Horse Powder Hill Farm brings us car number 10, Dan Avery. And he'll be joined by car number 32, the 32 sides car for Tom Avery Jr.
Mayberry Material Handling sponsors Cam McDermott in the 5 car. Will start 9th, Rowan Pennick in the 99, backed by Napa Van Winkle Auto Supply.
Advice 1 brings us car number 49, driven by Ronnie Williams. And then it's car number 3, the Fasino Auto Parts car for last week's winner, Matty Ice, Matt Galco.
TickMike.com, back car number 13, Ford Ted Christopher, along with Chase Dowling, 2-time winner this season from Roxbury, Connecticut, the S&S Asphalt Paving number 50.
Ryan Priest in the 40, Tyler Hines in the 25, Tommy Bowles in the 76, Eric Byrne in the 66, Heath Rocco in the 88. We are underway with Tony Mabrino Jr. moving to the front.
Down to turn number 1 here on the opening circuit. Meanwhile, outside lane, not as efficient. Jeff Burrell will settle into second. Battle is on for third. Here's Stephen Kopchak working inside of Michael Jervis.
Boy, that car was a big question mark before the night started, but right now he is trying to take third away from Michael Jarvis Jr. Moving up is Glenn Rain, and so is Todd Owen in car number 81.
Burrell trying to protect the inside lane in second. Opens up the high groove for Jarvis to find racing room up there. Now they race door handle to door handle down the back straightaway. Jarvis with a slight edge in turn 4.
Tony Membrino Jr. is setting the pace. Keep an eye on Rowan Pennick in car number 99. He is in the upper tier of the field, and right behind him is Matt Galco in car number 3.
They are 2 by 2 as if they were running on a pace lap, but only about 140 miles per hour. Membrino, the race leader. The bearing down on him is Jarvis in that number 15 as they race for second along with Jeff Burrell.
Here comes Burrell on the inside, maintaining his position. To the outside of him is Reed. Now Kopchak getting a little red bunches in car number 31. He's pulled even with the 17. Battle for the lead. Jarvis trying to sneak underneath Tony Membrino, but didn't have enough elbow room.
Kopchak still working underneath the inside lane. Snakes up in front of Glenn Reed, nearly making contact, and he gets the spot. Aggressive move there by Kopchak. Meanwhile, bumper tag in turn 2. Contact between Reed and Todd Owen.
Oh, it looked like a ping pong ball in a lottery jar at the front of the field. Here is Jarvis. Now he has room. Top 2 can fit on a manhole cover, but the man in front continues to be Membrino.
Jarvis runs a bottom lane, Membrino runs upstairs in the outside lane. Behind them, they are real for third as well. Kopchak running the bottom, and Glenn Reed right in his tire tracks in turn 3.
Reed dive bombs his way underneath Burrell, trying to insert himself into the top 4. So Reed comfortable on the inside. Pennick in a battle with the number 50. Making a move is Tom Abeley in car number 32. He gets by Rowan Pennick.
Sparks are flying in the front straightaway. Chase Dowling made significant contact with the outside wall, getting off turn number 4. Scraped the right side of that machine up, and oh, we've got trouble. Multiple cars involved, including the 18 machine of Jeff Burrell. It looks like the 66 of Eric Byrne. Chase Dowling is in it.
He's usually on pit road a couple of times by about lap 6. Right now, he is running in 7th place. And Rowan Pennick last week, or actually 5th place. Last week he had a bent race car, and his dad said it's hard to win a race when you are driving a bent up car. Things are straightened out tonight for Pennick, and he is a contender. As we get ready to turn up the volume, lap number 6 has been completed, and we are ready to fire him up.
Green flag is waving. Michael Jervis up there in the outside lane was very efficient on this start. He's got a half a car advantage getting down into the turn on the outside lane. Puts that red number 15 to the lead. 3 wide now for second as Glenn Reed goes all the way to the bottom. Membrino in the middle, and he loses 3 spots.
He scorched backwards like a watermelon seed. So Membrino is falling by the wayside and now moving up to second on the outside group is Todd Owen. Todd Owen in a battle with Reed, and it's Owen by a schnoz able to move to the second.
Reed trying to hold on to the inside lane. Owen up high behind them. Rowan Pennick is picking up some spots as he works to the inside of last week's winner, Matt Galco. That's the battle for the 5th spot, but the best one is for second. Reed nosing out in front as they get down into turn number 1, trying to bypass Todd Owen.
But Todd Owen isn't back there, trying to handcuff on the outside groove. Here comes Reed going to work against Jarvis. Power move underneath as he tries to whirly bird his way under the 15 new leader. It is Glenn Reed.
Reed out in front of the SK Modified main event as we approach lap number 10, but Jarvis is not going to go away quiet spot. The outside lane so far tonight has been very good in all of our divisions, and Jarvis is hoping that it works to his advantage now.
Panic. He is crazy good in the back of the Todd Owen car. Ronnie Williams, car number 49. He is moving up, going to the outside of Panic. Panic. He carves his way underneath Jarvis. And now Rowan Panic is about to infiltrate the top three.
Trouble in turn 3. It is Dan Avery who put that car right front first into the outside. Really good race car, and it certainly looks that way just 10 laps in.
That's Josh Coben. He thinks his car is right. It's time to shut it down and wait for the qualifying round. So it'll be a very emotional night if Ronnie Williams can land his first win of the season. He went all of 2016 without a win at Stafford. We are ready for showtime. On the inside is Glenn Reen, surrounded by Michael Jarvis, and it's Reen who gets off the mark in a hurry.
Jarvis has to settle in line behind as now Todd Owen has to fend off a hard-charging Rowan Penick. Penick looks in the rearview mirror, sees him full and back out go, but he pushes forward, trying to get Michael Jarvis ahead, and now look at Owen. Owen drives deep down into the corner and now draws alongside Jarvis.
He got pretty good light coming out of turn number 4. He has two guys to his outside, Jarvis and Rowan Penick. Then we have Matt Galko trying to move alongside Ronnie Williams. Here is Jarvis in sole control a second, but Owen answers back. We have trouble in between the corners. McDermott goes around, and Christopher misses him, but the man who was stuck in the weeds is Cam McDermott in car number 5. John Foster in that number 22 car. He hasn't been around since the Spring Sizzler, but he is a very capable driver, and he has a pretty good cheering section. Happy to see him back in action. That number 22 was a number that his dad had when he won races here, and also his older brother, Scott Foster Jr. had when he won. So that number 22, that is a number well entrenched in Foster racing tradition.
There we go. It's time for the restart. Glenn Reen is the race leader on the bottom. Todd Owen is at a very strong race car as well. We'll start on the front row as green flag waves once again.
And the breakaway by Glenn Reen. Can he keep his adrenaline going? Gets a little Woody Woodpecker action from the rear by Jarvis. It slows Jarvis's momentum down and enables Owen to move into second.
That outside line is being helped by Rowan Penick. Every time he gets up there, he's able to push the car in front past the inside groove. Ronnie Williams said, hey, I can do that too, though. I'm on the bottom. I'm going to give a nice tap to Michael Jarvis, and it works. Jarvis on through underneath, and now here comes Williams to put a wheel to the inside.
He has room. Here comes Ronnie Williams, car number 49, as he is able to swoop his way underneath Michael Jarvis, and he has joined the top 3.
Now Galko trying to prove that last week's victory was not a fluke, as he is now inside the top 5, getting by Rowan Penick. Not easy to do in the division, and attacking Michael Jarvis.
And here comes Galko, as he is able to jackknife his way underneath Jarvis. Right behind him is Penick, and right behind Rowan, Ted Christopher. The race really hasn't started for Ted Christopher yet. Battle for the lead between Reen and Owen.
Owen is there. A car length behind as Reen was able to shake him off, but he stutter steps coming off the corner. Owen wasn't there to take advantage, though, and Ronnie Williams is closing in.
And Keith Rocco, who's in the rear of the field a few moments ago, he is in 8th place, and he is trying to get close enough to the 13 of Christopher. Panic making a move. At the front, Owen making a move. And Owen making a move that might pay off. New leader, tenacious Todd Owen.
By about the length of a bumper. Todd Owen to the point of the SK Modified main event. Reen back to second, and here comes Williams. He's right there. Looks inside, but Reen again, crossover move. Inside lane going after Todd Owen.
As Reen let Owen borrow the lead for one lap, and now Reen has it back.
Michael Jarvis spins off turn number 4 through the infield grass. He's able to keep rolling once again, and Glenn Reen is back out in front.
Go yellow. Galko almost made it 3 wide, trying to get underneath Williams and Owen. But it is Reen out in front. Williams looking good now on the inside. So number 49, he is able to fireball his way underneath Todd Owen, and he is going after Glenn Reen.
Wheel-to-wheel for settled into fourth. Rowan Pettit back to fifth, but the outside lane, Todd Owen, is losing some speed and momentum as Williams goes by. Here comes Galco. Puts that number 3 machine down to the inside, through the dirt on the inside of turn number 1, and Galco has to roll out of the throttle.
There's a little travel in the gravel for Matt Galco, but he was able to survive it. Penick is fifth, Christopher is sixth. Now Rocco is right behind them, and actually it was Ryan Priest who was able to get by Rocco. So Priest, he has taken it easy for the first half of this race, and now he is going to come on. The top 3 cars can fit in a lobster claw.
Rowan Pettit trying to find a way around Matt Galco as that's the battle for the 4th spot. Behind them, Ted Christopher has closed in into 13. So the top 6 cars able to break away. Back to Ryan Priest, Keith Rocco, and Stephen Kopchik are in a battle there in the bottom half of the top 10.
And it is Ronnie Williams continuing to shadow that number 17 arena like ring around the collar. Williams' crew chief, Stasha Petova, he is one of the best in extra distance races. So with 50 laps on the agenda, we expected Ronnie Williams would be a contender, and right now he is the leader. What a dazzling move underneath Reed.
Boy, that looked like a move Keith Rocco has made over and over again here at Stafford, just out of nowhere. Drives right underneath Glenn Reed, takes over the race lead just shy of the halfway point as he is already starting to open up the advantage. Here's Christopher now in that 13, trying to crack the top 5 as he is right to the back bumper of Rowan Pettit.
Rowan Pettit has been 4th or 5th for the last handful of laps, and now he's going to deal with an assault from Ted Christopher. Ronnie Williams has the win in the lead in car number 39. Here comes Galco underneath Todd Owen. Right for 3rd, he scrambles underneath, and he got about halfway. Then Galco lurched backwards as that car took a caffeine twitch. He is back up to speed and back into 3rd place.
They might have come together off turn number 4 as both cars stuttered, and Rowan Pettit had to back up a bit. Now he looks inside. Christopher is right there, gives him a shot to the back bumper, getting down into turn number 3. This is a battle for 4th. Inside lane, Pettit gets sideways through the corner, hangs onto it, and still battles on.
And he is still sitting on Owen's lap. That is for 4th and 5th. Christopher is having a battle with Priest for 6 and 7. And it is Christopher with the advantage. You got to consider the driver, Joe. And Ted Christopher has done this before. So the car wasn't to his liking. We'll find out if it is now. We have to give a shout out to the driver of car number 22, Brandon Bach. Has never raced an SK Light before. And the driver from Franklin Square, New York, has moved up into the top 10. So I think when you can stay out of trouble, you can pick up some ground, and that's what Bach did.
Just in the nick of time, Ted Christopher catches up to the tail end of the field, and that will give him the opportunity to take advantage of the changes they made. Green flag is backing away. Ronnie Williams running on the inside line. Glenn Reed has the top side in turn 3.
And it is Williams, as he is able to whirlwind his way off the corner with the advantage over Reed. The inside is open. Trying to fill the hole is Matt Galco. And Galco trying to gangbuster his way. The second goes sideways, moves up the track, but he and Reed were able to hang on. Here comes Owen to take advantage of the trouble created by Reed.
Owen gets underneath into the 3rd spot. Reed back to 4th. He's got his hands full. That car is all out of shape coming off turn 4 in particular. Pettit is back to 5th. Behind them, Ted Christopher is coming. He's cracked the top 10. He's gone underneath Sean Foster. Now he'll set his sights on that 31 of Stephen Kopchik.
And that didn't take very long, so he goes after the 31. Rowan Pettit is still in the mix. He tries to go after the 17 of Reed. And Keith Rocco, he is currently running in the number 7 spot. Now putting some pressure on the back bumper where the Reed car was packed, but he came up empty.
Ryan Priest is in the mix now. He goes outside of Pettit. Into turn number 3. This is for 5th. Sets him up high, looks low off the corner, and Priest is on the move. He's right there, looking high again in turn 1.
These modified tour drivers are not going to be spooked by these 10 extra laps. So here comes Pettit, trying once again make a power move on the Reed, and Reed doing a pretty good job of hugging the bottom layer of the track. Rocco continues to run in 7th, but right now nobody has an answer for Ronnie Williams in car number 49, trying to collect his first win since the 2015 season.
Glenn Reed continues continues to fall through the field. Not only works to the advantage of Ted Christopher, who now closes in on him. Looks down to the inside of the front straightaway. A moment ago, he got by Keith Rocco. Rocco let him have the outside, knowing with those new tires he'd be quicker.
Look at Christopher as he just whisked his way underneath Reed. Now he is going after the 40 of Ryan Priest. So that should be an interesting confrontation. But Ted Christopher has the freshest rubber. Does he have enough time? Less than 15 laps remaining.
Ronnie Williams in command. Matt Galco trying to go back-to-back in victory lane. What a story it was last week, getting that first career victory, long sought after. For the driver that was a champion in the SK Light Modified Division, moved up to the SKs, and it didn't pan out the way you hoped it would get. But last week, gets the win. Here's Christopher looking for fifth, inside of Ryan Priest.
Well, he made it look easy. As Christopher, he is the brightest blip on the radar screen right now, but he has his toughest test coming up. Rowan Pennick in front of him. That will be a fight for fourth. Williams still in front, but within handshaking distance is Matt Galco. But the show is being put on right now by Ted Christopher as he gets closer and closer to the back bumper of Rowan Pennick.
Gets a good run off turn number 4, goes inside. Pennick slams the door shut, getting down into turn number 1, and Christopher has to ease out. Now he goes back after it on the back straightaway. This is where Christopher likes to make his move, getting down into turn number 3. Pennick knows that, and he protects the bottom.
As Pennick is well aware of Christopher's MO, he retries it in turn number 1. The door is shut by Pennick. Williams still setting a brisk pace, running laps of 19.2, 1/10 of a second faster than Matt Galco. As they whiplash their way around the corner, Ronnie Williams 10 laps away from victory, and this will be one of the most emotional wins of Williams' career if he can hold on for less than 10 laps.
Anything can happen in these 10 laps. This is the overtime, the extra distance, trying to get to 50. And Christopher's going to need every lap of it if he wants to take advantage of those tires and get to the front. Pennick knows that, protects high. Christopher is there, now Pennick protects low. He's going to force him to the outside as they go to turn 2.
But does Christopher have enough power to get him on the outside? He's about a quarter of the way there. He's halfway there. He is almost 3/4 of the way there. The M16 is Ted Christopher, but Pennick still has power on the inside groove.
Yeah, Christopher got a little bit high that time off turn number 4. He had to work the throttle just enough to allow the car to recover and stay planted in the racetrack, and it cost him the position. 7 laps to go this time by Ronnie Williams. He's been able to keep Matt Galco at bay, and then it is Todd Owen who runs third. The best battle is for fourth. Rowan Pennick hanging on, defending that position over Ted Christopher.
As Christopher was able to explode his way through traffic, but then he hit a roadblock, trying to get by Pennick, and Pennick is able to hold him off again. Ryan Priest is behind Christopher. Then we have Glenn Reed. Steve Kopchak, despite all his turmoil, is running in 9th. And Cam McDermott, he's had some turmoil too. He is running in 10th. But the drama is up at the front between Ronnie Williams and Matt Galco.
Galco is really getting after it. He knows that there's 5 laps to go this time, and that it's time to shine now. He's closed into the back bumper of Williams. Meanwhile, the lapped automobile gets in the way of Todd Owen. He had to work around there. He had to take the higher entry into the corner. He loses ground, so it might be a 2-horse race at this point. 4 to go this time.
Todd Owen, amazingly, has held up. It has been a top 3 car or better for most of the race. And Christopher now has launched behind that 99 of Pennick. So Christopher's great run through the field has come to a standstill. And right now it's a tale of 2 drivers. Ronnie Williams from Ellington, Matt Galco, Matty Ice from Meriden. Down to the final 3 laps with Williams in command. Who is the hungriest driver at this point? Galco still has some energy left.
Turn number 3. Williams eyes the start-finish line, sees 2 laps to go, 1 mile left for Ronnie Williams. Winless in 2016. He's finished in the top 5 every race this year. The only finish he hasn't had has been with the first place victory. Here's Williams into turn 3. White flag this time, Matt.
And here comes Ronnie Williams. 1 lap away from a very special win. Right behind him is Galco. Does Galco have a power surge left? In third is Owen, being chased down by Pennick. But beating everybody into the third corner is Ronnie Williams. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Ronnie Williams is on his way.
Checkered flag is in the air for the first time this season. Ronnie Williams takes the paint scheme and spot.